What's up everybody, I'm Hoops and Hip Hop, and welcome to 10 odd facts about Dark-type Pokemon. A couple weeks ago we did a similar video about the Dragon type. I mentioned to you guys I would like to potentially make this into a series, and you guys had a really positive reaction to it, so we're gonna go ahead and try out another video in this possible series and start off with the Dark type. Ever since the Dark type was introduced in Generation 2, it has easily been one of the most popular Pokemon types of all time, and it does pretty well for itself in battle as well. However, even though it definitely comes across as sinister or evil as it's known in Japan, there is definitely some odd things to be had about it as well, and as you guys all know, that is what we are here to talk about today, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. A very interesting thing about the Dark-type Pokemon Zoroark, as well as its pre-evolution Zorua, is that they were first revealed in the Japanese magazine CoroCoro. However, even though Zorua evolves into Zoroark at level 30, CoroCoro stated when it revealed these two Pokemon that we would see Zorua evolve into Zoroark by an evolution method that we had not seen before. When translated, the page even says, could we see a new method of evolution? Now obviously this did not end up happening, but given that CoroCoro is a somewhat official news source for the Pokemon Company and their new games, it's possible given this statement that Zoroark was originally going to have a brand new method of evolution before it was eventually given the standard level up formula of evolution instead. A very interesting thing about the classic Dark-type Pokemon Umbreon is that Umbreon is the only evolution that has ever had a unique type combination in the generation in which it was introduced. However, given the fact that it is a mono-dark type, Umbreon is also one of only a few Pokemon that has ever had a unique type combination at any point in time while still only having one type. A very strange Dark-type move that was introduced in Generation 5 that I frankly have never seen used in the games at any point is called Quash. Now, the odd thing about Quash outside of its name is that even though it was introduced in Generation 5, there is not a single Generation 5 Pokemon that can actually learn it. And on top of that, every Pokemon that has the word King in its name, like Nidoking or Slowking for instance, can learn this move, and the two Pokemon that have Queen in their names, Nidoqueen and Vespiquen, can also learn this move. The Dark Flying type Pokemon Murkrow is actually programmed to be able to learn the Dark type move Punishment through breeding in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but there's a bit of a catch with this because no other Pokemon outside of Murkrow in the Flying Egg group can actually pass down the move Punishment as an egg move to Murkrow itself. Vullaby and Mandibuzz are two Pokemon that can learn this move that are also in the Flying type Egg group, but as they are a female-only species, they are unable to pass down the move to Murkrow. The Dark-type move Night Slash actually has a very sinister origin that's especially dark for a children's game like Pokemon. The name of this move in Japanese is Crossroad Killing, and this name actually refers to how in feudal Japan, samurais would often test their brand new swords by finding a crossroads in a road and hiding in wait until they saw a passerby that they could literally kill in order to test the cutting power of their new sword. Now, I know that the Dark type is known as the Evil type in Japanese, but this seems like a little much, especially considering that this is a kid's game. An ironic fact about Incineroar's signature Dark-type Z move, Malicious Moonsault, is that it's named after a wrestling move known as the Moonsault. But in Incineroar's Malicious Moonsault animation, it actually shows Incineroar doing a 450-degree splash move rather than the actual Moonsault move that it is named after. In Generation 4, the iconic physical special split was made for moves, meaning that every move was categorized as either physical or special on an individual basis rather than being based on the type as it was in the generations prior. With that said, even though the Dark type was categorized as special before Generation 4, every single Dark type move that was introduced before Generation 4 was actually converted into a physical move. One of the most fascinating Pokemon from a backstory perspective has got to be the Dark-type Pokemon Sharpedo, as it has many direct connections to several other Pokemon. It is directly connected to Crawdaunt through their appearance in the way that Crawdaunt mimics the appearance of Sharpedo. It's also very likely directly connected to Garchomp in being a sort of evolutionary ancestor to the Pokemon, given that they have very similar appearances and are both sharks, one being a land shark, one being a sea shark. And finally, we also have the Anchor Shark Pokemon from the beta of Generation 2 that was very likely an early version of Sharpedo, given their very distinct visual similarities. Another interesting thing about Dark-type moves is that every single move in Pokemon currently that fails unless it is used by a certain Pokemon, like Hoopa's Hyperspace Fury for instance, are actually all Dark-type moves. A rather peculiar thing that occurred when the Dark-type was introduced in Generation 2 is that one move from the previous generation, that being Bite, was converted into a Dark-type attack, but no Pokemon actually got converted to a Dark-type itself. However, the other new type that was introduced in Generation 2, Steel, actually had the opposite occur, where no move was changed to the Steel type, but one family of Pokemon had its type changed to Steel, and that would be Magnemite and Magneton. This also makes the Dark type the only new type that was introduced after Generation 1 to not have a previous Pokemon converted to its respective type. And there we have it, everybody. Those were 10 odd facts about Dark-type Pokemon. Now, rightfully so, the Dark-type has always been a very interesting and mysterious kind of Pokemon type, and I'm glad I was able to cover it here, and hopefully you learned something new about it as well. If you guys did enjoy the video, though, be sure to give it a like, and let me know down in the comments below, A, which of these facts you enjoyed the most, and B, which type would you like to see covered next in this series. As always, if you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for more new Pokemon content every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and if you'd like to support the channel further, check me out on Spotify, give me a follow there, and listen to some of my Pokemon remixes, because that directly supports the channel here, it directly supports production of future videos, and it's greatly appreciated. With all that being said though, I will be back on Saturday for another video, so be sure to hit that notification bell so you can be notified as soon as it goes live, and with all that being said, I hope you know I love you guys, and I will smell you guys later.